Hey everybody, this is Glidercat and it's time to play. We are back in Satisfactory. I am just filling up the biomass burners here to make sure everybody is topped off before we get to getting on here, building out factories. This will keep us from having blackouts. We've got quite a few. I think it's like 49 biomass burners now. This is the top floor of our little power station. I think there's 20 up here, 5 rows of 4. Whoops. Oh. And then this floor we've got, I think, only 12 on this floor. And then we have some biofuel production here. I actually have the wood line turned off right now. I'm trying to get through a bunch of leaves. We've got tons of leaves. And then down here on the first floor, I think we've got 15. Yeah, I think there might be 15 more here. Anyway, that's all taken care of. Let's get out of here. This episode, we want to do a couple things. We want to finish the screw factory. We're not going to close it off. I'll try and do that. I keep saying it. I'll try and do that between episodes. And then hopefully I can make it look nice at some point. Once we get some better building materials, maybe. But let's get on it. I'll show you what I've done. I've set up storage. We're going to do storage on the bottom floor. And we still might. But I set up storage on the top floor and I had a bit of fun with it. So I want to show you, and we're actually going to have to cheat a little. I can take the stairs up there, but we're going to have to use fly mode to complete the construction up here, and I'll show you what I did. It's a little crazy. Now, I've done this for fun. I'm sure there's more efficient ways to do this. I'm going to go ahead and enter fly mode here with the Pak Utility mod. Boom. Now we can fly. But what I did, I should go to the other side here. Again, this is all storage for screws, right? In the real world, this building would just absolutely collapse from the weight. But I'll show you what I've got set up here. We've got 4 belts saturated coming up from below that are filled with screws, right? And so I was trying to figure out with the layout of the output belts coming over here on this side, and I've got this huge floor, how best to lay out storage to maximize storage capacity. And what I went with is each one of these belts gets a level of storage containers. So all the storage containers on the first level here attached to the foundations, all of those storage containers. And I think there's, well, let's count them up. There's 8 here and another 16 there. So 24 storage containers. So 24 storage containers of screws just for this one belt that's coming up. And then we did the same thing for the second belt. It gets the second 24 storage containers. And it just comes up with a conveyor lift, moves over into a splitter. And then that splitter feeds into storage containers, and they just kind of snake around in an S pattern. You can kind of see that here with this, I can wiggle in here. This belt snaking around, and if we went all the way to the end of this row, you'd see another belt kind of snaking around, feeding here. And then eventually they come out into a merger, and they join up with the set of storage containers that were all snaking around on that side into a merger. And then just for the heck of it, I connected this splitter up to this merger. So this is just the shortcut route of screws not having to go through storage containers. And then around and back down to an output port. And then these ports will take us all the way down to the ground level, and then eventually we might have, or at least I'm envisioning having truck stations where we can export these screws. I'm not sure how many are going to be needed. I think a ton are going to be needed, but I don't have a vision in place for where these are going to be shipped or anything. So we need to do the top layer here. I left that for this episode. Oh, before we do, let's go. I've got 2 more hard drives. I went out in the wild collecting biomass, and I found a couple hard drives. So let's hop over to the MAM and at least get that started, because we know it's going to take 10 minutes just to research it, and maybe we'll get some other recipes. So start the scan. That is going. Fly mod makes you move fast here too. So let's fly up. Kind of cheaty, but there's no way I can effectively build this structure without floating. So let's just do it and we'll finish this up. Hopefully I can remember. It's been a little while since I made this. But let's get storage bins, organization, storage containers, and I think we go, yeah, in this way. We got to belt these as they go because the belts become inaccessible, although I can probably do 2 rows. I'm probably going to confuse this now because I'm going to rush it. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, we need to make sure these are all belted, so I'm going to start from the start. Over here. Grab my belts. This is probably not going to be upgraded. There's no way I could kind of come in here and upgrade these belts to Mark 3s. We're using Mark 2s, and they're probably going to stay Mark 2s forever. Snake that one around. Connect these up. We'll be able to tell if they're all connected up correctly, too. It won't be too hard to figure it out. All right, I'm going to center click to grab my storage container. And this time we have to do the belts as we go. Because they're going to be inaccessible if we don't do it right now. Now we can go to there. In fact, this is our snake around. Boom. Center click to grab my storage container. Boom, boom. For those. So someone can do the math and tell me how many screws this this floor of storage can hold. It's a lot. I know that much. Let's do the other side. Yeah, let's do the other side. And then we'll wire up the belts when we're done with this to bring the supply through. Whoop. Looks kind of cool. Looks like I see a problem right here, right? That's something we probably have to look at. I don't see... There they go. There they go. All right. Yeah, you're going this way this time. You to you. And again, this whole top floor is gonna take one full belt of screws. What it's gonna store. All right, now we need to route the actual goodies here, and this may take a minute or two to get it right. Let's do our conveyor little supports here. If I can grab one, did I get it? See if I can see. Do we have any more in the middle? I don't see any. One here. Here. I think that's it. While we're over here, let's do our conveyor lift. The height's going to be a little tricky on this. It may take more than one attempt. That looks like a... Oh, that's it. Probably right there, right? We'll find out. We got a conveyor lift over here. It's not totally consistent. Oh, no, I guess I did fix it. It's all right. See if I can get a good angle here to line this up. That. One more lower, like that, maybe. We'll try it. Oh, it looks high. Hold on. Might need to go 2 supports for each thing. Yeah, definitely. There's an empty spot in between them, right? So we need one more support on all these. Doing this without the flying mod would be pretty difficult. I know we get a jetpack later on. Looks like I didn't turn this correctly. Actually, let's turn it to get the height. I think... Oh man, it's hard to tell. That looks good. And then we just want to turn it. I think that might be it. We'll find out. Looks high, right? Bear with me. Not used to these controls. That looks good. Yeah, that looks good. I like it. Belt first, and then we'll do our splitters. We need this section here just to get the right angle at the edge here. Oh man, I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. All right, we have a merger on this end. Merger on this end. If we can get this thing lined up. It says it's lined up. Doesn't look like it. Let's just see how that... that looks okay. Good enough. Okay, that's just bringing in the supply from the two sides. And now we need a split to actually feed these things. It's not... Well, it's pretty darn close to perfect. I like it. I like it. So that looks pretty cool. I like this, man. I like seeing the belts. That looks awesome. To me, to my eyes. It may be hideous to others, but I love it. It looks pretty cool. I like it. I like it. I would like to see these belts get populated. So let's wait here a second. Okay, that one's good. So we know this whole chain is connected. And then this one should follow pretty soon. Come on. A little concerned we're not seeing them. Let's see. Did I miss a little loop? Nope, they're going in. Ooh, there's a belt section missing right there. Right here, right? Oh man, huge oversight. That's why I wanted to wait and check this. Lots of places for human error. Okay, we're looking pretty good now. Yep, good. And we'll see these get quite a bit more saturated once we upgrade the miners. So right now we're only running Mark 1 miners, but this is set up to handle Mark 2s. A little curious why this seems slow, but let's just check. Here they come. They're just coming in waves and batches. But yeah, this production rate will increase. Okay, we got our hard drive. Perfect timing. Tell you what, for this factory, let's call it done. What I need to do is just run these belts all the way down to these ports here. We'll see what happens once we have a use for these screws is when we'll actually finish this factory up, because I'm not sure how we're going to export these. But then we have extra room here if we wanted to do storage. You could bring things down and then go more storage bins out and storage bins back right up to the port. Same thing, out and back if we wanted to add even more storage. So we've got some options. What I want to do now, let's get rid of the little cheater mod here. Let me land myself. Hit fly. Now we're back to normal. Let's go check the hard drive recipe and see what we got. Keep your fingers crossed. Got a couple bad hands so far. I would like to see something really good. Hopefully we don't see something super good, because I've already got plans for our smart plating factory all drawn up. I drew up a bunch of notes so we can build it. All right. Iron alloy ingot. That is taking copper and increasing your iron with it. Don't want it. Stitched plates. That's using... Is that using wire? Oh, man. That may not be bad, actually. And then... Oh, this is the one we want. Shoring up Caterium with copper, I think, is a really good idea. So that's going to stretch our Caterium, which is somewhat limited. These are both, I think, kind of good. I'm going to look for a second and let's just see which one to pick. Stitch iron or fused quick wire. All right, I'm back. Yeah, these are both pretty good. Now, I was looking on Reddit. This one is ranked a little higher, the stitched iron plate, but I kind of am partial to this one, so I'm just going to take it. This won't come into play anytime real soon. But fused quick wire it is. Confirm. And let's get the next hard drive going. Boom. Scan. What? Okay, it's scanning. And let's take a look at our building materials before we head out. We're going to go start working on smart plating. We need that for our space elevator. And it's a big project. I want to make sure before we head out to the building site that I've got lots of construction materials. I need lots of plates. And I need lots of concrete, I believe. I need plain old iron sheets. So let's get them, or iron plates. Our little building materials factory here is totally backed up. We probably could add 2 storages. I could have that lift feed into an upper storage and then ripple down to a second storage. We'll see. Maybe someday we need that. Oh, I didn't need all of those. But I've got mega inventory. I'll take it. And then I wanted concrete. I got tons of reinforced plates. Let's go get some concrete. And then we'll head out to the building site. I got a bunch of concrete back here. Tons, actually. Lots of storage for this. It's still filling up. Let's take all of it, just in the interest of time. I'll have to clear inventory before my next biomass harvest, but that's not a big deal. That's not us. That I gotta fix too. That's our big platform over the crater, housing our space elevator. I got more stuff to do here to make that look pretty. I did change the color off of the black that we had before. I think that's back to the default. Close to the default. All right, we're heading out this way. And somewhere out here, there's a big platform I already placed down. And this is going to be, I think, we're either going to have 2 separate factories or one giant factory doing the smart plating. And I'll show you. There's a few different mines. In fact, there's, what is there? 6 different ore deposits we're going to tap into for this. There's our platform in the distance. And we'll talk a little bit about the approach before we get going. We're coming up on 2 impure iron mines here. No, we're not. This is the copper mine, I think. Yeah, this is our copper mine. So we've got one normal copper mine And then off this way, we've got 2 impure iron mines. Where are they? Might be down half a tick. Yeah, 2 impure iron mines. So we're going to use this iron and that copper up there to make rotors. And we're going to use the copper rotor alternate recipe that we unlocked a couple episodes ago to do that. And that's going to be kind of in its own factory, or in at least its own space of the factory, kind of on this side of this huge platform. And that should get us, by my calculations, it's like 20 something rotors per minute, 26, something like this. And then over here, we've got 3 iron deposits. That's limestone. We could build a little concrete factory here just for our building purposes. But we've got 3 normal iron mines here. Boom, boom, boom. And with this, we're going to make everything we need to do the smart plating. Everything but the rotors. The rotors are a key ingredient. But this is going to be like used to mostly make, believe it or not, the reinforced iron plates. Because I think it's reinforced iron plates and rotors make the smart plating. Now, the idea behind having this huge platform here, or linking these factories, was I was thinking we could drop down, boom, drop down supply, and have a truck station here, and it's a or even a train station or something. A truck station here, probably though, to pick up the smart plating. But we could also have truck stations to bring more rotors from other factories and bring more reinforced plates from other factories and potentially scale up our smart plate production if we need to. Now, to my calculations, just looking on the wiki, we need close to 18,000 smart plates to complete all the space elevator objectives and unlock the hub stuff. It's something around 18,000, and there may even be more I'm missing. So we'll make this kind of a self-contained factory, no trucking to start, and we'll get smart plates out of here. But then we've got the option down the road to put truck stops right in this main little thoroughfare here if we want to supply more completed rotors and reinforced iron plates. And then we can add more assembly of smart plating, you know, vertically in this factory. But first we got to get started with the rotors themselves. So let's do that. We're going to plan for Mark II miners. We're not going to plan for Mark IIIs, and we're not going to plan for Mark III belts. So we're going to scale this thing with the Mark II belts we've got and the Mark II miners that we are going to unlock pretty soon. I think with like tier 3 and tier 4, one of those has it. So here's our iron. These guys give us, what, 30 each right now, I think. If we drop miners down, let's see. They're going to have to actually climb. Well, I guess what I was going to get at. Oh, are you kidding me? I'm missing miners. So we know there's 6 ore deposits. We need 6 portable miners. So I'm just going to build that workbench. Whoop, not you. Or was it you? Yeah, it is you. Let's just crank those out right here. We need 6 portable miners. Hopefully I've got everything I need. I do, but just barely. Do I have ingots? Yeah, I got plenty. I could make it if... Anyway. All right, we need 6 of these guys. So, space. Oh, but I was saying we could combine those 2 miners that we're going to put down on the impure iron ore. We could combine them into one belt. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to use 2 belts, I think. What do we have? Is that 5 or 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is deceiving up here. There's 5. Okay. We got what we need for that. I'm going to clean this up just because otherwise I'll leave it there forever. Okay, now let's get our miners down. And let's see how much these do push out. I guess I could combine this It's just it becomes a much bigger scaling effort later if we did want to go to Mark III miners, if we have just one belt between these. Let's do it like that. Let's see what we get. I think it's 30. Yeah, 30 per minute for these. Should we do it? Once they scale up, it'll be 60-60 and it'll be 120 on the belt. Those are the belts we're planning the whole factory for. Should we do one belt or two? Maybe we do the one belt. And oops, let's get up here. We want that to come in. I guess it could come in the side, or it could even come up through the bottom. Maybe, just thinking where a copper mine, or copper is going to probably come in the side, right? Boom. But that ore can come in from the bottom. Let's just pick a port and do it right there. You might want to go high like this. And let's see. How would we want to do the belts? So they're straight. You know what I'm saying? Can I snap the grid here at all? No. Let's try to get reasonably straight. It's not going to be perfect. Boom, and then up. Something that looks reasonable. Hey, we got our new hard drive researched. Is that better or that better? I feel like that is better. Oh, and I lost my spot. A little better. It's tilting. Looks like it's tilting down a little, but that's all right. Let's bring these guys up, and then we'll throw them on a merger somehow. I think we can do lifts right on the device. That's awesome. Yeah, somebody mentioned that in the comments. Kind of like that quite a bit. And it'd be nice if I could get this to line up with that, but oh man, the odds of getting that perfect are almost zero. Seems like we should bring this belt across somehow. How would we do it? It's not going to be perfect. I can guarantee that. Boom. Oh, I wonder if I could do that. No, that's kind of hideous. Too far. Okay, I'm up 2 from there. It's not perfect, but I can't spend all day looking at it. Here's our merger. We'll bring this guy in. Power. We need power. Oh man, yeah, we're going to want that. We're going to want power. Let's go grab it. Let's go grab it. All right, here we are. Let's grab power. We'll grab it from here. We can always change this later too. All right, now I got to find my way back, which means it's going to be an indirect route of power. Where exactly is it? I guess I should have taken note of the compass directions, huh? Where are we? Okay, we're that way, huh? Yeah, straight out that way. In fact, we need to hit these miners first. We'll come through here. Okay. Okay, that'll do for now. We'll see how ugly that ends up being, and maybe we can change it later if we want. Try to line this up a little tiny bit better. Oh, man. All right, good enough. Now we need to get power over to that mine. So we're going to have to hop the belt. Okay, let's get our copper mine placed and get that material routed into the factory. This is probably not going to line up the way we want it to as far as the output port of the miner into where we want it in the factory. So I might actually go do like a right angle type thing here. And we'll move the power as needed. Is that... I think that's actually what I want. But we'll loop this around into... we could come up underneath it. What would look better? Going in the side or coming up underneath it? Let's just take a look at the underneath. I don't think this is going to work, but we could take a look and just see what it would look like. It would be... I would need a little lift. Again, I don't think this is going to be the answer, but I'm wrong. I think I like it. Take a look. I'm okay with that, actually. Kind of like it. It almost needs a support, though. Just for looks. I'm not going to bother with it. All right, we've got iron. We've got copper. Let's put our little ports up here. And, oh man, look at the time. Let's go look at the other hard drive. Man, that took a lot of time. Let's look at the other hard drive. And then when we get back, next episode, we'll start working on all the smelting and the, and then we're going to make copper sheets here. We're gonna make, what's the other thing here? Screws. Yeah. So we'll use the cast screw alternate recipe that we have too, so we won't have to bother with rods. Let's go check out the last hard drive. All right, I'm back at the main factory just about. Let's do a few little odds and ends. We're going to check the hard drive, but let's also grab tickets out of the awesome sink. We'll see how much we've accrued. I'll try not to take a ton of fall damage, but I'm probably going to take some. Oh. Yeah, it took a little bit. Yeah, let's see. I'm not sure when the last time I collected was. Place your bets. I'm guessing it's going to be single digits. I'm going to say like 3. Oh, check it out. Nice. All right. But I've got inside information. I didn't know it was going to be 3, but I knew I checked it not too long ago and harvested those. Let's get out of here. I definitely need to put some stairs up here. Okay, we're back at the MAM. Let's check the hard drive recipe, see what we get. Ooh, alternate bolted frames. Stitched iron plates again. Deuterium wire. Deuterium wire, this is the 20th time that one's come up. We don't want it. Stitched iron plate is kind of good. Bolted frame, I'm not sure. Looks kind of nice, actually. We've got a dedicated reinforced iron plate factory, and we've got a screw factory. We could set up a little factory to take imports from those two to make our modular frames. We need to make these soon. I'm going to go check real quick, see what they say about this one, bolted frames. All right, I'm back. What I read about the bolted frames is that it does take more power. Not quite as efficient, I guess. So let's go with the stitched iron plates. And yeah, we'll pick that one, confirm it. And while we're in the MAM, let's check for any other upgrades. I don't have any hard drives to do. Let's see what else we've got. Animal protein, we can easily make that. Let's do it and unlock some of these items while we're here. I've got 3 animal protein there, 2 here needed, right? And I need alien DNA capsules. I can't make this one anyway, so let's get 5 animal protein crafted, and we can at least knock off 2 of those MAM things. Animal protein, hog, sure. Good, we got it. Clear as many of these MAM objectives as we can. I don't know that I'm going to use the medicinal inhaler thing here, protein inhaler. Boom, research. Okay, that one's done. This one. 6 inventory slots. We've got all of the inventory mods, so this isn't a big deal, but the one below it is useful. And we need steel before we can do this one, though. Steel's coming. Maybe after smart plating. And that one we saw we can't do. Caterium. Zip line. I've got a bunch of caterium ingots that I've been smelting up. So I've been finding nodes out in the wild. And where is it? Yeah, I've got 118 caterium ingots. If we had 50 wire, we could use this stun rebar. I'm not going to worry about it right now. Mycelia, this one, we can't make Nobelisks, not yet for a while. Parachutes, we could do this. Expanded tool belt. Ooh. This one's kind of compelling. Let's do it. Mycelia we need for fabric, right? We need 50 fabric and 46 more and 100 rotors, actually. 50 fabric. Let's see if I have enough on me to just handcraft that fabric. Oh, can we not make it? Where's that made? Not here. Is it in the workbench? No. I guess I can't make that yet. Oh, how's that possible? See this constructor. Thought I could make that fabric pretty easy. fabric. Where do I get this? Assembler or the craft bench? Oh. Assembler or the craft bench. I don't know. Maybe I just didn't unlock it. Yeah, maybe I haven't unlocked it. No, that's the workshop. Craft bench. One more time. There it is, fabric. Why is it all grayed out? Because I don't have mycelia. Let's solve that problem real quick. I got a whole stash of it in here. We'll grab a couple chunks. Whole bunch in here. Right in front of my face here. All right, these are made 2 at a time. I happen to have some biomass on me as well, which worked out well. I think we want 50 of these, then we need to get to 100 rotors. I might have what I need for rotors too. And this is going to get us an extra hand slot, which is going to be super useful. Because then I could have the saw, some kind of barrel nuts or something for healing, and the rebar gun all quickly changeable at will. The rotors, how many more can I make? Only 6 because I'm short on rods. Rods. These are so fast to craft. We have a whole stash of these right next door. I guess I could grab a stack. Okay, rotors. A little bit slower. We're not going to get what we need. We're going to need more rods. Let's go for it, though. I'm going to grab rods. Out of our little stash here. Kind of want to get that extra tool belt spot. Rotor factory, whereas the next thing we're actually going to build, but these rotors that we're going to make in this new factory are going to be pretty much exclusively used for the smart plating. So we're probably going to have to find another place to build a second rotor factory, because we do need a lot of these, and we need these for the hub upgrades quite a bit, and maybe even I'm not sure if we need them for the space elevator or not. But I think we need like 500 rotors for just the hub itself. All right, we're almost there. 10 more, and we will have it. And this actually helps get some screws out of my inventory because I had a ton, and I didn't have anywhere to put them. All right, we're good. Let's do it. So right now you can see if I switch my hand tool, I've got the rebar gun and I've got my chainsaw. But I don't have a way to heal myself in case I get caught off guard. I have to go back into my inventory to swap out. This is going to help us solve that problem, I believe. And it is... where was that? This guy, right? Boom. Start the research.
Tool belt has been expanded.
So now let's take a look. I can grab now some kind of healing thing here, like these barrel nuts. Now I can switch between all three. So I'm out in the wild harvesting biomass, cutting down trees and shrubs. Something comes and attacks me, I fight them off. They get a couple good hits in and I can quickly heal up and go back to the fight here. That's why that one's important. Let's see what else we can get rid of here or clear out of the MAM. Nutrients. Not yet. Power slugs, I do... do we want to get... Oh, well... Power shards, 25 rotors. I'll do that one off camera. You don't have to sit and look at the craft bench anymore. What are you? Crystal. Oh, that one we could try. I don't think I can make... Ooh. Yeah, there's some stuff we can unlock here. Let me take a look. Tell you what, between episodes, I will process some of the quartz I have. Let's see, this is quartz crystal. What do I have? I have something. No, that's not it. I've got a bunch of raw quartz. I think I can turn this into quartz crystal. I'll do it between episodes, and then maybe at the start of next episode, we'll clear a couple more of these MAM objectives. But let's wrap it here. For now, it's the Glidercat saying thanks so much for watching. Hope you're enjoying this series on Satisfactory. Very cool game. Next episode, like I said, we'll do a couple more MAM upgrades. I'll produce some refined crystal or whatever it is I need in between episodes, and then we'll head back to our factory there where we're gonna make rotors, and then we're gonna make more reinforced plates. We've been doing it a ton, and then we'll assemble the smart plating out there as well. You can see the factory way off there in the distance, but that's gonna be cool. And the smart plating again is needed for our space elevator. We've got a bunch, and we need a bunch for other things too, but that's gonna unlock research tiers 3 and 4. So that will be very cool. And we'll leave it there. I'll see you in the next episode.